I will give the floor to Mr. Carlan. He will answer the questions about the guardianship and the sanctions for the person that do not respect the rights of persons with disabilities.
Madam Deputy Minister, Madam Chairperson, I would like to respond to all the block about the legal capacity, and I will start with the Constitution. It was raised a question about if the Constitution of the Republic of Moldova assure definition or assure provide legal framework for discrimination on disability criterium. I will answer that in the Constitution we have an article about the equality of the persons, but this article don't provide any criteria on disability. In the Article 4 of the Constitution, we have the priority of the international agreements. That it's a principle, and if any agreements on fundamental rights and freedoms have the standards on this criteria, they applied priority measures in reporting on the Constitution. In this case, the Constitutional Court have interpreted the Article 4 and has established this jurisprudence, this procedure, that in any case the international agreements on fundamental rights will be applied priority on this issue. About sanctions, if any person is discriminated, yes, we have sanctions in penal code. It's about Article 176. Also we have contraventional or administrative sanctions. I can give some examples. Article 54 prim or first. The practice of 34 second, the violation of the equality and the work legislation, labor legislation. Also, we have Article 71 2. It's about the, all the measures that implies the Council for the Prevention and Elimination Discrimination Assurance of the Equality. Also, we have Article 7. Article 71 first. It's about access of the public services. In this regard, the Council for Preventing Discrimination can constate the fact of the discrimination, and after that the Council sent this constatation to the Court of Law, and the Court of Law the Court applies sanctions based on proportionality of the fact of the about the question raised about the legal capacity. Indeed, we have in Parliament registered a draft of law. This draft of law substitute the principle of legal capacity and safeguard by revising all the concept of the safeguard and the guardianship. This concept it's about not about the substitution of the decision, but empower assistance to making a decision, for take decision of the person with disability, and encourage the decision of the person with disability, and the principle of this this drafting law, it said that in any case the will of the person will be taken into consideration in any case, or the best interpretation of this will be taken in consideration. But this drafting law not eliminated the guardianship, but this guardianship will be applied only in the specific situation when the Court of Law decides that based on the expertise that person cannot express his will, or can and the exceptional situation only. Also, on the disability criteria, we have the law 121 that have a definition which implies this criteria. We have also provided in the Parliament registered the draft law on hate crime that also have this criteria of disability. My colleagues already said about law 60. That's what said. I consider this block, if any question will be raised, I consider answered. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Some of questions were on the accessibility for persons with disabilities. That's why at that questions will answer my colleague Dorina Bagrinovschi.
Thank you very much, Madam Deputy Ministry and Madam Chair. I want to inform about and answer about accessibility and condition on service and transportation of persons with disability. When the people travel by air, we have a guarantee with special assistance in the territory of airport. This assistance is offered by competent public authority, and the air transportation, the airport managing entities on the airport of Republic of Moldova and handling agents. The accessibility to air transport for persons with disability are provided with access to service related to the transportation of these passengers. National airlines put every effort to provide disabled to provide disabled people with assistance during the journey, whatever its request and advice when booking ticket or mentioned directly at the airport before departure. Passengers with reduced mobility can count on the organization of assistance and can benefit from additional free service such as assistance for performance check-in, assistance for moving from the check-in counter to boarding gate with the implementation of the procedures related to custom control and security of documents, assistance for luggage transportation, assistance in boarding and landing, assistance in moving from their seats and the aircraft, assistance in moving to the baggage hall with the procedures related to custom control and documents, assistance in moving to the transit airport and ensuring the transfer to connect flight, provides of a wheelchair to move around the airport where passenger is not traveling with his own wheelchair, informing the destination transit airport about the need to provide assistance on arrival day and the type of assistance required. Free transportation of free mobility equipment, including own wheelchair. Acceptation and free transportation of guide dogs for passengers with hearing difficulties. I want to note, Air Moldova company has developed procedure and instruction for serving people with disability, both on the ground and on flights. Also, for accepts handling the mobility equipment, including those with battery and the regulation that regulates the transportation of dangerous goods. I want to we also inform about the provision of accessibility for people with visual disabilities to transport, in accordance with the requirements set by the EU. That national airlines in the Republic of Moldova possess international regulation which provide for special assistance to passengers, including people with vision disability. I want to say about we have been developing and are currently on the stage of approval of specification on equipping vehicles accessible to people with disabilities. They establish the minimum endowment of road vehicles, including requirements to the space for the stroller, angles of ramp access, and safety requirements of passenger carriage. The draft regulation on the bus terminal activity implies mandatory requirements to operators that provide services in this area, which facilitates access of disabled people to their service. In this regard, bus terminal platforms shall are equipment with facilities for embarking and disembarking of people with disabilities. In waiting rooms of a train station, bus terminal were provided with seats designed for waiting. We have in all terminal buses, the tickets for disabled people are sold privileged, and they are given the opportunity for take the ticket free and taking the first 4 places in transport units and regular roads. I want to say we know that you have problems with disability, but we are working to improve this situation. And now we are continuing development. Thank you so much.